Alright, in this video we'll be going over the basic layout of the Polycom desk phone with the TELUS Business Connect interface. Here you have just the basic layout of the front of the phone. I'm just going to give you a quick overview of what the back of the phone does have right out of the box. So to do that, I'm just going to flip the phone over here. Alright, and as you can see here, you have got a few connections there on the back. Your furthest one to the left is going to be your power. The second one in there is going to be your network in. So if you have a network cable that's providing you with internet access, that's where you're going to want to plug that one in. That port to the right of it is for any additional devices you might have. So if you're looking to daisy chain the network connection and pass it along to your computer, you could just take a second Ethernet cable, plug it in there, and plug it into your computer. You might also want to network a printer, and you can use that network cable for that as well. The port next to that is for a headset. If you wish to plug in a headset, you can do that there. And then the cable, as you can see, that's plugged in there goes around to the front of the phone, and that is for the handset. You'll also see a very small rectangular box in the top right corner there, right above the handset jack location. You can use that for a digital hook switch adapter. Can be used for Jabra or Plantronics headsets if you're looking to use the digital answer feature. What you're also going to see here is a movable back piece. You can remove that here and bring it up to here if you're looking to adjust the angle of the phone on your desk. You've also got a USB port here. You can plug a USB dongle into there for a Bluetooth headset purpose. And we've also got a USB port here on the right side. And that you can use for a expansion module for receptionists who need maybe a few extra line keys, or if you're just looking to expand the amount of presence keys on your device. All right. Now you've got the basic layout of the back of the phone. We'll just go ahead and take a look at the front. Here you have your handset. Once it's been plugged in, will sit nicely here on the location there. You've also got an option with this plastic switch. If you find you're putting your phone down on the switch and it's just not sitting there nicely, you do have a little plastic tab here that you can take out. You'll see the little notch there right at the top. If you go ahead and put that in with the notch facing up, you'll notice there on the top of the phone, you can just put the handset down and it will sit there securely. Now moving on to the rest of the phone, you'll notice that we have a volume up or down button here. You'll see that on the bottom left side. You can use that for adjusting the volume for just about anything, depending on where you are with your phone. As you can see here, if I adjust the volume, you'll see the volume light up there. If I'm in a call and I use the volume, you'll see the volume adjusts with the call volume. And then if I'm in the speakerphone area, you'll see the speakerphone icon there, and you can adjust the volume with the volume keys. Moving up, you'll see a phone icon with a pause. That's your hold key. You'll also see a tape recorder icon. That is your voicemail key. And then you'll see a phone to phone icon, and that is your transfer key. Over here, we have a mute key that will light up when it's active, as you can see. Right above here, we have our speakerphone option. When it is enabled, or when you're on a speakerphone call, you'll see that it does light up. Above there, we have the headset button. This can be used if you're looking to use a headset that does not have a digital hook switch, or one that is maybe a little old school that sits here on the front of the phone and manually lifts up the phone. Going up a little further, you'll see we have a home button here. You can use that to access the main menu and adjust any settings you're looking to adjust, or access any directories. You also have your directional pad with the select button in the middle and a back button. I'd like to point out at this time as well, the directional pads also work as a way to retrieve your recent calls, missed calls, or to redial a call that you've placed. To do that, just tap to the right and you'll see your placed calls. Go back to the home screen and press down to see your missed calls. And then press to the left to see any received calls. There's also an option to tap on the up pad to reach any of your favorite contacts that you might have added to your device. As we move up the rest of the phone, you'll see here we have some soft keys. Just going to go ahead and move the camera a little bit closer. You'll see we have some soft keys here. The first key there on our left is going to be the new call key. You can tap on that to open up a new line, and you'll see the line key lights up. You'll also hear that dial tone letting you know you're ready to make a call. There's no need to dial 9 or any external dialing number, as soon as you hear that dial tone, you are live. We also have an intercom key. Tap on this button once and then enter the extension you wish to intercom, and they'll be connected straight away. If intercom is disabled, you will just place a regular call. We have the D&D key, which is for Do Not Disturb. To activate it, tap on it once, and you'll see Do Not Disturb light up on the screen, as well as the icons next to your name will have a red circle with a dial through it. Tap on Do Not Disturb again to turn off Do Not Disturb. And then you also have a page key. Depending on what page zones you may have set up, you tap on the page key once, enter the group number you wish to page, and then press pound. Wait for the tone, and then say your page, and it will be submitted over the paging group. On our left-hand side, you'll also see some line keys. You'll see the first two keys on any phone are going to be dedicated to whichever username that this device belongs to. As you can see, I have two lines there dedicated to myself. And then we also have programmable line keys below that. You'll see that I have a Park 1 assigned to the third line key, and I've also manually programmed two other users to these line keys. There's also an open line key. Now, to go over some of the features of the desk phone, I'm going to go ahead and show you the difference between hold and park. When a call comes through and you pick it up, and you may have to put that caller on hold, you're going to have two options or more to handle that call. I'm just going to go ahead and dial a call, show you how that works. All right, now that we're in an active call, to use the hold key, all you have to do is tap on it once, and you'll see the call goes into a flashing status, letting you know the call is on hold. With recent updates, there's also been a added ringback feature that lets you know if a call has been on hold for a minute or longer and may need your attention. To resume the call, tap on the line key or tap on resume. Both will work the same way. After resuming the call, you can see the line key is lit up and the call is resumed. When placing this call on hold, it's important to note that this call is only available to yourself on your own device or on another device if you were to transfer it. With that in mind, the only way to share a hold call would be to place the call into a park location rather than a hold. When placing the call into park, simply tap the line key next to the park location you wish to place the call into a park for, and you'll see that the park location begins to flash. This lets you know that you can go to any device as long as that park location has been assigned, and retrieve that call. If the caller hangs up, as you saw there, the park line will stop flashing and the call will be dropped. Now, moving on, we have our voicemail key. To access your voicemail, tap on the voicemail key once.
Please enter your PIN and then press pound.
And then enter your PIN and press pound.
You have one saved message.
From here, you can adjust any administrative options by pressing 2 or listen to your messages by pressing 1. If you're looking to adjust any of your voicemail recordings, you can do that in your administrative options. Take care that you do record over your voicemail greeting and not your introductory greeting, as they are both different recordings within the TELUS Business Connect Voice Manager system. Moving on up, we have our transfer key, and to transfer a call, I'll go ahead and show you how that works. After you've connected into a call, you'll see here that you can tap on transfer to initiate a transfer, where it will say blind transfer to, or it may just say transfer to. You can also tap on the transfer key here to initiate a transfer as well. Tap on consultative to switch to another different mode of a transfer, and now to explain the different types of transfers. If you wanted to send a call directly to someone else's extension without having them know who was coming through in that transfer, you would want to send them through a blind transfer or a cold transfer. You can identify what type of transfer you're making by looking here in this field. As you can see, it says blind transfer to, meaning if I enter an extension or a 10-digit number, it will immediately be transferred to that number. Now, if I wanted to do a warm transfer or a consultative transfer, I would first make sure it says transfer to, or ensure that it is in consultative mode. What this means is when I transfer the call to another extension, I'm going to first connect with that party, speak with them briefly, and if they accept the transfer, I will tap transfer one more time to push that call through. By pressing on cancel, I resume the call and am back here in an active call. Now, if I wanted to transfer this call directly to someone's voicemail, I can do that by tapping on transfer, ensuring that it says blind transfer to, and then entering *0 followed by the extension of the person I wish to transfer it directly to their voicemail. So those are the three types of transfers that the TELUS Business Connect system can support. In addition to that, you'll also see here that when we're in an active call, there's a more key. By tapping on more, you can actually add a third caller and enjoy three-way calling by tapping on conference. From here, you can see it says conference with. At this point, you would enter in a 10-digit number. After connecting with them, you simply would just go back to more and conference again, and it would join the two calls together. In addition to the conference key, you'll also see that there is a park key. It is important to note that this park key is not the same as the park key assigned to your phone, but rather a public park. And to demonstrate what that does, I'll go ahead and show you now. By tapping on park, I have now placed the call into a virtual park. What this means is that the call is held into a park location where the code will be read out by the TELUS Business Connect automated voice until you pick up and hang up the headset.
Your call is parked. Park extension is *801.
*801 is where this call will now be held.
Extension is
I can now pick up the call and hang up. And if I want to retrieve that call, I would just have to hit *801.
For Saturday,
As you can see, I've retrieved the call by using the star code. Now, to look at one more button that you'll see when you're in an active call is the lines button. This is simply a shortcut to hide all the information that's on your screen if you need to reference the time and date, or maybe see if someone else is on the call. To end the call, you can either tap end call, tap on the line key, or simply pick up the handset and hang up. A few more features to point out about the desk phone. One, you'll see here that I have programmed some users directly into my desk phone. What this does is it allows me to see their presence. So right now, if this user here were to receive a call, I would see this light flash a few times, and if they were to answer the call, that line key would go solid. These line keys can be programmed within the TELUS Business Connect Voice Manager, or you may use the desktop application and program it through the heads-up display. You may also notice there's an open line key below those two users. Any open line keys are able to pre-programmed by pushing and holding on the line key. From here, you'll see Add a Contact pop up. From here, you can enter in the first name and last name of any contact by using the T9 entry below. And then you would go to the contact section where you would enter the telephone number of that contact. I'm going to go ahead and enter in just an example here. And then hit save. As you can see, my new contact has been added as test. You will also notice that the color of the contact is white versus the pre-programmed users, which are blue. That is the easiest way to tell which numbers have been pre-programmed using the TELUS Business Connect Voice Manager portal, or ones that have been manually added. You can also see that when you manually add a contact, it automatically adds it to your favorites. Now, if you wanted to use a different contact as your favorite, or change which contact was on this home screen, you can do that by accessing your directory. To access your directory, simply hit the home key and go down to directories. Within your directory, you can then go into your contact directory, where you can see a list of local numbers that have been saved to your device. I'm going to go ahead and scroll and look for the test. As you can see here, I have the test contact where I can tap on info to view their information. Anytime a contact has a star next to their name, they are indicated as a favorite. If I wish to change that status of the contact, I can just tap on edit and then go down to the favorite index and choose which favorite number they are. In addition to that, I can easily push and hold on the contact from the home screen to remove it from my favorites. By pushing and holding and tapping on delete, I am prompted to delete this contact as a favorite. By tapping on yes, that contact is still held within my contact directory, but is no longer visible within my favorites. If I go now to my directories and look up that contact, you'll see the contact still exists, but no longer has a star next to its name. I can also tap on more and add favorite to give it that favorite position again, and you'll see the contact show up again on my home screen. Now, if I wanted to have multiple contacts in my favorites, I would simply take the time to add contacts to my directory, and then after adding them, I would find them here, go to more, and add favorite. As you can see, I do not have a second line key or another line key to see that other contact as a favorite on my home screen. But if I were to have additional line keys, they would show up here, or I can just tap on the up button to see any of my other favorites listed here. I'm going to go ahead and remove this icon here. And you'll see here that when you remove one favorite, any other favorites that remain in that list will automatically fill any open spots. I'm going to go ahead and remove that contact as well. In addition to having local contacts saved, you can also tap the home button and look up any corporate contacts by tapping on the corporate directory option. Here, you'll see that there is a search bar up at the top, which you can enter in any characters of any people within your corporate contacts and locate their extension. To do that, enter any character in the bottom, which you'll see they'll show up here. And then after waiting a second, you'll see it search, and then the names of any contacts with those characters will show up here. From here, you can select which contact you wish to reach and then tap dial. You can also tap on more to view their contact information and then potentially save them directly to your phone. A few other options to know about within the main menu, besides the directories. Within the settings, you can go into the basic settings and adjust any preferences you choose, such as headset settings. For example, you might need to adjust which hook switch you have, or potentially change a theme of your desk phone. You can also change your background or add in a picture frame by using a USB key, adding on any photos, and inserting it into the USB port, and then loading it into the picture frame. You can also change your ringer if you want to adjust any auto answer settings or choose your default transfer type. You can also adjust your backlight intensity, your ringtone or ring type, and if you need to update your phone or restart it, you can do that directly from the basic menu. We also have an advanced setting that you may need to access that will be password protected. When looking to troubleshoot anything about your device, be sure to go to the status section and look into the network settings or the diagnostic setup. For any further information, reach out to your system administrator. You can also reach out to us here at Output in Edmonton by searching us on the World Wide Web at higheroutput.com. Thank you for watching. This has been the walkthrough for the TELUS Business Connect desk phone. Have a great day.